Hi, Sibenya, Babadi Sadiba, Zimbabwe. Hi, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be talking about Physicians Formula Rosé All Play Little Lip Colors, honey. It's Rosé Kiss All Day, and we have the velvet colors, 6 of them, and we have the glossy colors, 6 of them. So if you want to see how that wears, honey, and that feels good, or is it a mess? Well, baby, you need to keep on watching. All right, everybody, welcome back again, honey, because we are going to be getting up into these colors. Now, I'm excited. I think that this is kind of like a really fun collection. The whole Rosé collection from Physicians Formula has definitely had a moment, and it's fairly popular. I mean, there's so many pieces to the collection, but there's literally, there's a eyeshadow palette, there's there is blushes, there is skincare, there is makeup removers, there's setting sprays, there's highlighters, lip products, mascara. Yeah, there's a lot to this Rosé collection. So I think what we are gonna do is dive right in, and so let's just get it popping and started. So Miss Rosé Kiss All Day lip color in the glossy lip colors, I have a couple different colors for her. So, you know, cutesy bootsy packaging, nothing really like outstanding here, but they are cute little like lip crayon kind of moments. So I'm gonna swatch them first, and this is like my first impression of them. Okay, so she's got a little sheen to her. All right, so these are the glossy color swatches. So just going from this darkest sort of cherry wine kind of berry color, we've got XOXO, and She's a Wild Rose, Blind Date, Blushing Mauve, and Sweet Nothings. So those are the colors we have for the glossy lips. And yeah, they're very cute, very much like a cute little like shiny glossy moment. The colors are not anything like crazy. They all have like that like rose smell, and it's pretty soft. It's not obnoxious with rose. It's not an old lady rose. It's just almost like a sweet candied rose, very soft, maybe a little bit of vanilla and rose together. It feels nice on my hand, so we just have to really try the glossy bits, but let's swatch the matte colors. All right, guys, so swatching the matte ones now, I've got to tell you, these are really creamy, and they have a really nice feel and glide. They don't feel clumpy. They went on like butter, and it has like that matte finish, but it has just enough of that almost like creamy kind of like texture to where it like glides on. And I like mattes that have like a little bit of like a creaminess. I don't want to say oiliness, but some sort of comforting, sort of cushy kind of texture to it, because it helps it with the application, but it also really makes a difference with how it's gonna look like on your lips, like once everything has dried out. So, so just going from my left to my right, which for you is gonna be your right to left, I have the color Wine and Dine over here, which is like this really luscious, like brickleberry red. That's not even a thing, but brickleberry, I don't know where that is coming from, but it's like this brick red brown color. So that's really a stunning color. And then Call Me Baby, it's like this like berry fuchsia magenta kind of color. And then over here we have I Do, which is this really lovely like pinky beige, kind of like, it's very much giving me like some 1992 like nude lip vibes, which is very much a thing. So, And then we have Hot Lips, which is like this like fiery red orange. And yeah, that's not for me, but that's all right, baby. We gonna still try it. And then First Kiss, which is like more of like a mauve-y color for a nude. And then Pillow Talk is like, I think Pillow Talk is where if these two colors got together, if basically First Kiss, this sort of mauve color, got together with I Do, this sort of like beigey pink color, they would have come out with this last color, Pillow Talk. And honestly, like, I would be worried about, you know, Miss Pillow Talk, because I feel like that Charlotte Tilbury, like that's her thing. Like this whole, we got the Pillow Talk lip, and like, I'm not saying that her lip, it looks like this, because there's different versions of it, but they might want to be careful, honey. That's some trademark copyright business right there, so you never know. But yeah, so these swatch really, really beautiful. So I'm super excited to put this on my lips because I feel like she's gonna give you a look, honey. She's gonna give you multiple fantasies with these lip colors, baby. Now some of the matte colors as compared to some of the like glossy colors we had, a lot of the glossy were like, most of them were almost all like sort of natural, like nude, except for like this like Barbie pink color. But I feel like the matte ones have like some more like bold choices, like the fiery red color I think is a bold choice. The fuchsia is bold. This sort of brick brown, this dark brown red, like that's also a very intense color. So I feel like there's more bold colors in the matte collection. So if you like those type of colors, like the matte side, I think is gonna be better for you. If you want something more cash and like very like nudie patootie, then definitely more of the glossy collection. But you know, if you prefer matte or glossy, like you could have whatever you want and mix and match. And these retail for $8.49, so that's really cute. We love a drugstore price point. You know, you could also get your savings, baby, at the Walgreens, the CVS, all of that good stuff, the Dwayne Reeds, like whatever, you know, because they have so many coupons and a buy one, get one, buy two, get 50 off, like all these things. And also manufacturer's coupons, and you get all like the CVS reward bucks. So if you are interested in that, I think that the drugstore is literally the perfect place for y'all to be buying makeup. And the only thing is that they're just not as on top of like all the releases and launches when they come out, and they're like always so late and so behind. But the other thing is you could always check their manufacturer's website, like Physicians Formula website, like or like other manufacturers that you really, really like. You can find better deals. You can get like gifts with purchases. You can get like free shipping past a certain amount. You can get like, it's just so much better deals on so many things. And so just a lot more of like a plethora of things to choose from. So that's that, baby. But let's try on these lips. All right, now I'm gonna go in with the matte colors for my lips first. And you know, she's just giving you a little soft daytime glam moment. I mean, normally I wouldn't do like this like little soft like lilac purple kind of moment, but you know what I was saying? I'm just like, honey, it's the rose collection. Just go on in with the color theme and the roses and the romance, and you know, happy Mother's Day. Happy belated Mother's Day to me. I'm a mother. To you, to everyone, to the kid up the corner, to the cat on the street, baby. I'm just everybody's mama, honey, here on YouTube. So here you go. Happy Mother's Day with this look, honey. But let's get into this color. So I've got Wine and Dine, which is like this very brick brown red, very dark, bold, intense. And so let's give her a go. Ooh, she's going on like butter. Now I am noticing that these, I am noticing that with these like, with this like product, that like it is really creamy, and it definitely does have a matte finish. It's not like a full matte, it's like a semi matte because it still has a little bit of the sheen. But so this is a stunning color. I have to tell you, I'm shook. I never thought I would like a color like this. I think it also helps too because I have on like such like a soft like face look that like I could pull off like a bold lip like this, because everything else is soft, and like the lip is the center of attention. Like this is what is giving you what you need. This is giving you your life. Like, yeah, this is stunning. This is stunning, and like a lot of people, like, I think would really, really like this. And like, even if you think that you can't pull off a color like this, like, bold lip. Like, yeah, this is stunning. I actually really like this. It feels nice. Just like I said though, I'm a little bit concerned about like bleeding. So we'll definitely have to I'm gonna do like a wear test with like one of the velvet lips and like see how it does. And then I'm gonna do one with the glossy, and we'll kind of see how that goes for like performance wise. So yeah, this is stunning. I like this. And I'm taking off this lip product, and it's coming off like butter. Like it literally comes off so nice. But now we're gonna try on the color Call Me Baby. And this one is one of the velvet. I'm doing all the velvet now, but this one is that sort of fuchsia, like bright color. So let's see how she wears. So with this lip color, it's not as like dense in pigmentation. Like it is pigmented, but it does not, like I'm having to go in a couple times just to get like a fuller saturation. Performance wise, I have to tell you, this one I had to work in a little bit more. I feel like, just like looking in the mirror, like there's just patchiness in like the color saturation, like around here and here, like this whole area here. I feel like also here, like I'm just not seeing like a fully painted lip color. And I know maybe I'm like splitting hairs by being like this close, but like it's not, I'm giving you the real tea. Like it's not gliding on and like laying down pigment like smoothly, evenly. It's a little bit patchy, and yes, my lips are a little bit dry. I did prep them before, but my lips are a little bit dry after like wiping off the old color, but that shouldn't stop it from having coverage. It should still have coverage. If it skips a little bit, maybe it tugs a little bit, maybe it's not going on as smoothly, understandable. But yeah, I think this color is not really it, because I think that this color is just not laying down the way that this color was. I mean, the last color, that Wine and Dine, was stunning with like this like look. And I could see myself wearing that like bold lip again. Yeah, this is not it. So I'm gonna wipe this off, and then we're gonna go on to the next one. All right, so I actually had to not only take this off with a makeup wipe, I had to like go in with actual makeup remover. This didn't really stain my lips, which I also feel like is really nice. This really stained my lip with like this pink fuchsia kind of cast, which is really annoying. But I also, excuse me, I'm a burpy baby. I also feel like that's on me. Amateur mistake. Like I probably should have started with the glossy colors first, then move to the matte and work my way from do all the nude colors first and then do the last darker colors. And then go into the actual matte and work my way from the nudes to the darkest. So that's an amateur mistake on my part. I totally own that, guys. Like, I apologize. I want to make sure that I'm doing a fair review. I'm doing a good job of reviewing these lip products. So, but lesson learned. So what I did do was I went over it 2 to 3 times, but then I also put a little bit of concealer just to like tone it down, because Lord knows that like it definitely like needed that. So with that being said, I am gonna try on now the color Hot Lips and see how she wears. So far so good. All right, so the application of this like red orange color, it's certainly a bold lip. It's like literally like a red orange, like a true like orangey red, like almost like coral. It is actually, I'm not too crazy about the color, and I certainly don't like this lip with this face, but this one applied better and more consistent with the actual like expectation I now have of the formula, because it's almost like it applied almost exactly as like creamy and smooth and like just on full pigmentation. I felt like this color was almost bleeding a little bit, or a little bit harder to control, and I think, you know, I'm not wearing a lip liner with any of these products. I think that it might perform better with a lip liner just to help it with like the lines and keeping it a little bit smooth, but it's not like moving around as much. But yeah, I mean, this color it's nice. I mean, let me stop lying. I don't like the color. The color is not nice. The expectation in that its performance is consistent with the first color we tried on, yes, that's a good thing. So if you like this, honey, that's on you, baby. Not my business. This is my business. That's your business, my business. My business is not to wear this color. Your business is to do what you need to do for your business, honey. But this color, not for me, but it performs well, and that's what we like. So let me take this off and move on to the next one. All right, so on to the next color. So the next one we have up is the I Do, which is, it's like that light, like sandy beige, like pink, kind of like rose kind of color, like dusty rose. So I think this will be pretty, especially with like the soft like kind of look I have today, but let's give her a go. This one is not as consistent as some of the darker colors, like these lighter lip colors, like, I don't know, like, I feel like I'm having to like really pack it on. Okay, so this is nice. It's a nice color, but the application of this was not easy. Okay, I had to go in and like paint on my lip to get this full saturation. It's not as easy to apply as some of the other bolder colors. So this one is just kind of like, like not super impressed. In terms of the color, like it's, you know, just like this like nice like little rosé kind of like pink nude moment. So it's pretty, but it's also not like it's not the craziest thing in the world. Like I'm not like blown away. So yeah, we're gonna take her off and keep it moving, baby. Okay, so our next color is First Kiss, and First Kiss is, it's more of like a true kind of like pinky color. It's not like the last color we tried, I Do, which is more of like a nude kind of pink. So this might show up actually like a little bit more darker on me, so we'll see. Okay, this color is coming off a little bit more pinky. This color is also a lot more consistent than the last color, I Do. I don't think like that she is, I don't think that she is really Miss I Do. I don't think that she is really like the nicest one in the nude side. I think that First Kiss, the one that I'm wearing, it went on smoothly. The coverage was better. I still had to finesse it a little bit more than the darker, like bolder colors, but I think that's, I can give a little leeway for that, but it's still like a velvet, almost like matte lip, semi-matte, so it should be denser in pigmentation, and that's why it's, you know, matte. So there's always more concentration in pigmentation. It's more flatter. You don't have like oils and butters and other type of like oils or whatnot that are in there. So, or at least as much. But yeah, this color is pretty. She's cute. I like it. It's nice. So far though, the only one that I'm still wowed away by was the Wine and Dine. I think it's a stunning color, and it just, to me, wore the best. But let me take this lip off and then we'll do the last lip for the velvet lips. So we'll do the last one, but let me get this off first. Oh! No! Did y'all see that? Girl, did y'all see that? The whole freaking crayon thing. It popped off. The actual like color. It popped off. This is, I'm bothered. I wasn't even pressing that hard. And I had just like put on a little like dab of moisture just to like fresh my lips up and help with the application. All right, I sharpened it. It's not like a fine point like it was before, but I can still apply it. I'm bitter. All right, so other than the fact that the thing snapped off and I had to resharpen it, I mean, it applied pretty good, but I feel like with this one, I had to go over a couple of times just to get like denser saturation. And it's a nice color, but I mean like the differences between these three are not like so drastic enough that like, it seems very, like we've seen these colors before. Like we've seen this, we know her, we've seen her coming around the bend, honey, in the mountainside. Like we see her coming around the mountain. Like we know who she is. I don't think, like the color's not bad, but honestly, like let's see how the glossy lips do. With these matte lips, like it was a whole experience, baby. It was a whole experience that I had to go through, that you have to go through with me. Let me take this lip off and then I'm gonna like get into the glossy lip. So let me get this off right now, please. Hi. Okay, so just gotta tell you, I took a break, moisturized my lips. I had food, I ate, came back, I ate, I drank. Feeling better, and my lips feel better, don't feel so dry and busted, and they also don't have like that pink purple like flushy kind of stain that I was struggling with before. So like what we're gonna do is we're gonna do things the right way. We're gonna do our glossy lips, we're gonna try these suckers out, and we're gonna work from the lightest to the darkest. So with that being said, let me get into these colors here. Now, the first color, I had swatched it earlier, was Miss Sweet Nothing. Okay, real pretty, glossy baby, little nudie patootie. Let's try her on. It just looks like my lips, but better, you know? Really cutesy, really cutesy. I like it. It's definitely a look. All right, so the next color I wanna try is, I think it's this one, Blind Date, okay? Also too, these plastics are a little bit deceptive on this because I can tell you right now, this is not nearly as pale pink as this plastic would have you believe. It's really more of like a soft sort of tulip pink, you know what I mean? I've never seen my lips look this pink before with like a balmy, glossy textured product that wasn't initially like a full coverage. Like I'm actually kind of surprised in the pigmentation in this. It's pretty. It's pretty. I'm pretty, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty, honey. Yeah, she's pretty. I think that this is pretty. It's nice. It's all of those things for sure. So I'm gonna move on to the next color. I think I like this one. I like the saturation in the pigment. I like that more than the previous one, though I like the color a little bit more on the last one, and I wish that one was as dense in color as this one in like pigment. So now the next color is Love Letters, which is this one. Once again, I think this pink is kind of misleading because the plastic, because this is literally like a hot flamingo like pink. Or a coral pink. This is a coral. So that's kind of cute, that's pretty. Let's try her out. You like that, baby? You like the way that looks on me, honey? You like that, honey? Yeah, this color is ridiculous looking on me with this face. I feel like it's a little too much. I mean, a pink lip is nice, but I know I'm granny. I know it, baby, because I like these like more subtle nudie colors. It's either I like it to be super subtle, or it's like a black lip or a bold red lip, or like this like vampy color lip, you know, this wine. Like it's either like something really bold or something like very subtle, like nothing in between. And I think this is like an in-between color. I mean, probably a little more on the bold side, but you know, but it's cute and it works. And certainly the more I see myself going in from the lightest to like sort of the darker colors in the glossy lips, like I certainly see that the saturation and pigmentation when you're putting the product on really like gets in there. So, you know, that's nice. We like that. All right, so that was that color. Now this pink is gonna be wild. I know it. All right, so this color is She's a Wild Rose. Baby, this is the Barbie pink, honey. Barbie. Yeah, this is really, really like fuchsia pink. It's nice for other people. It's not for me. I don't see myself wearing this like lip, like, and with this look too. No, it's not me, baby. This color is not me. It's a good thing the other colors are like, you know, deepening up a little bit. So the next color is Blushing Mauve. So, this color is pretty. This is pretty good saturation for like this little like glossy, balmy pencil crayon lipstick thing. Like, so now the last color is the XOXO, and this one is like the deepest like berry. Oh, pigment. Hello? Did somebody ask for pigment? Okay, so this is like that like wine color, and I think with this light eye, these darker colors are just doing it for me. They really are. I like this. This is a really pretty color, and I feel like in terms of coverage, pretty good. I will say though, and I've said this with the matte ones, and I will say with the gloss ones, I do think having a liner will help with just the smoothness of getting the lines clean around your lips. But the reality is that some of the downside is just the application and like the technique that you have to use. This one I think is better. I think once again, from lightest to darkest and working our way to darker colors like this, like I think that this really, the saturation, the pigmentation is nice. The glossy ones, they feel nice on the lips. I will say they are not so soft that they just like melt and you just go, but they're not so hard either. I also know that my lips are dry from like putting product, taking it off, putting on product, taking it off. But really, we're gonna see what this looks like because I've finished eating. I'm gonna eat later tonight, I'm sure, but I'm not gonna eat for a couple hours. And so I'm just gonna be drinking from a straw. You know, she's a professional, doesn't wanna mess this up. So I'm gonna see how it wears in a couple hours, but I'm gonna leave this lip on. And then what I'll do is, because this is a darker color and I'm feeling the darker fantasy baby, what I will do is once this one is done and I'm done trying that on, I mean, stunning. These colors, this freaking matte color is like giving me life. Like I love it. I like this color, but I like the matte brown brick red wine color. This like Bordeaux kind of color. I like that more. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave her on, let her play, let her sit. I'm gonna just live my best life, honey. We're just gonna see what happens. I'm gonna let her sit, I'm gonna let her play, I'm gonna let her do her thing, and we'll just do a little performance check-in, a little like 1, 2, 3, you know what I'm saying? So we'll do that, and then, yeah, after that's done, then I get my final thoughts. So stay tuned. Okay. All right, guys, so I am doing a little performance check-in with the glossy lip. So I did eat. You can see that the color is gone from the center, but On the outer portions though, she's still glossy, she's still shiny. It's been over 3 hours now. So yeah, I mean, it's a shiny, glossy lip. So, you know, you can expect that obviously, like if you eat something, you know, like it's gonna come off. Like that's that. It's gonna come off. So I like this, and I think that because it's got a waxy kind of consistency to it, where it's got some sheen, but it's got more of a waxy than more of like a buttery kind of feel, I think that that kind of helps keep it in place. I still would use a liner. It hasn't bled, but just for easier, sharper application. But yeah, so this is good so far. So I'm gonna do the matte lip, and then I'll do a check-in for that too. All right. So guys, it's 10 o'clock at night, and I have had this one lip on, and the glossy one I mean, I wore them both for about 4 hours each, so I gotta tell you. So my final thoughts on the Rosé Kiss All Day Glossy and Velvet formulas is as follows. Okay, pay attention because I've got some things to say about it. So, class is in session. All right, so I actually didn't think I would say this only because of my history with matte lipsticks, and I don't really like anything matte on the lips. I've always been like dewy, glossy, shiny, hydrated kind of girl. I actually think the formula is better and more consistent with the matte colors than the glossy. I think that for $8.56, honey, that these are not bad, and honestly, like, you know, some of the colors, like the fuchsia and the fire red orange color, not for me, no ma'am. But y'all already know I was living for this color on my lips. I feel like the only Vampirella. I feel like the only Elvira. I feel like the only witch of the night, honey. I feel like the sisters of the darkest nights, okay? I like it. I like it. So this is like such a home run for me because they have longevity. They wear very comfortably. They don't move. And when I say they don't move, like if you don't eat, like it doesn't, like, you will have stuff that come off, but like if you were drinking from a straw or whatever, you know, after you let it dry down, like that's all the color that comes off. So it's pretty transfer resistant, and once you let it have that dry down and it gets like fully matte, because when you first put it on, it has more like a satiny velvet finish, which is like a traditional lipstick, but they really do dry down matte. I do like it. I love the darker colors. The nude colors were okay. They were pretty, they were cute, but it wasn't like anything I was blown away by. I just know that with these velvet colors, and with any of these lip products that I've tried, especially the more shiny ones especially, and the darker colors, you really need to wear a lip liner just to make sure you could get a really crisp, precise line and really get a clean lip. But I think that's just like, you know, I would just recommend that in general. I don't feel like these bled at all. Because they don't really move, it's just, you want to make sure you create the right shape for your lips with the lip liner. So I just think that that would make life easier for you, and I think it's just gonna have a better performance, if that makes sense. It's more of like a technique, artistry thing that, like, you know, you should probably just wear a lip liner with something like this, but you don't have to. I want to make that clear. Like, you don't have to. Like, my lips didn't bleed, and you know, it would have just made my life easier with some of these like darker colors. But I think the velvet lips are a total hit. I think that there was some inconsistencies between some of the colors, especially some of the nude ones, with how they applied and having to like layer them on. But I think overall though, I do think that I would recommend these. I would just say know that if you're going into this, the more brighter, bolder, intense colors, are gonna have the best payoff, best saturation. The lighter nude colors, not so much. I think there are other brands out there that do matte lips that for a drugstore price point, and I think they do them a little bit better. So I don't recommend the nudes, but I think the bold colors I do. Y'all know I don't like these colors, not for me, baby, but if it's your business, honey, go on and handle your business. But this color, I'm keeping her. I'm not returning her. I like this. This is the real fantasy of like that witch. Now, the glossy business, now y'all already know what I'm gonna say. Y'all already know. So, baby, this is a pass for me. It's not a miss, like it's not like a hard fail. I just feel like, especially with some of like these lighter nude colors, the pigmentation was really not good at all. And that's just a starting point. Like I'm literally having to like, just so you could actually see this color. Like that doesn't show or translate on my lips at all. And you know, this baby pink color, that's cute too, and she does show, but I do feel like, you know, there's really nothing too special, and I feel like between the velvet and the glossy, I felt like I had more issues with feathering and like bleeding out, my lips bleeding outside the lines, more with the gloss than I did the matte, because I feel like once the matte got put on and it settled, it didn't move. And I didn't notice that much transfer with like drinking and using a straw, and I just did a little kiss test on my hand. So, you know, I don't think though that like these two like lighter pinky colors, like this, they weren't really it for me. And then there's this coral. I get like where they get the idea for some of these colors. Like I understand it's rosé, it's roses. Roses come in a variety of colors. Like I get that, but I'm also like, this color is just too wackadoo. This color, this coral pink and this red orange from the velvet, they threw me off. Like these colors were so, I didn't expect them to be in there. And you don't even have a classic red color. How are you gonna do a rose collection and you don't have no red? Red for roses, roses are red, violets are blue. I'm sick of these shenanigans, how about you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have expected a red, but you know, this coral color, it was not it. And honestly, I had issues with getting some patchiness, and so that was just a no-go. And then when I like look at some of these other colors, like, oh God, this Barbie throw up magenta fuchsia is not my color, but the pigmentation was there. I actually thought the prettiest and the nicest and most flattering was the blushing mauve. Like once again, the mauve color from the velvet and the mauve color from the gloss were, I thought, both nice. Like it was really pretty and it showed up nice on my lips, but it's not like anything I'm going gaga over. You know, one thing you guys will learn about me or will pick up is that like I am the queen of lip balms. If there is a tinted balm, some sort of hydrated like look, I want it. And I want a balm more than I want an actual gloss, which doesn't necessarily make sense, but I like that the balm is thinner than the gloss. Usually glosses tend to be thicker. But I'm a balm queen. Like I love balms. So I already have, I can tell you like 10 or 12 different colored like balms that give me that little luscious like little, you know, little kiss of color, and they give me the hydration and the sheen. And I can tell you right now, I ain't gonna be adding none of these glossies to my collection. The one I am thinking about, I'm not sure, because I wouldn't really consider this a balm. The nudie colors, yes, but really until you get to like the fuchsia and like this like mauve color and the coral color, like the two nudes fade away, but these are more pigmented, so they're more like true just shiny like lipsticks. But this color right here, I actually really thought was really pretty on me. And I actually really liked it. So I did a really subtle eye look, really like subtle like makeup, because I was like, we're gonna just do a lip try on, you know? Maybe I'll keep this one. I'm not 100% sure. I know for sure though, I'm keeping this one. And I think overall though, the performance of the glosses, they were just very, very inconsistent. And with the light ones and the velvets, the gloss ones and the velvets, I feel like the colors, the lighter they were, the more inconsistent the application and like the opacity of the color, you know, it made a big difference, because once I started to get into the very saturated bold colors or darker colors, it was like night and day. And so I think that that's something to think about. So for me, I think the glosses are a pass. I think there are other brands that do them better and do them cuter too, you know? I think these kind of pencils in the packaging is kind of like, meh, like it's cute with the little basic rose thing, but you know, I think it's a little too like basic and a little too like juvenile with like the crayon kind of lip moment, but whatever. The glosses, I think that's a pass. And for me, a miss is it fails. It's garbage, it's hot trash. A pass means that there's things about it that aren't necessarily the worst, not necessarily the best, and or it's just not for me, but it may have performed well. In this case, I think that, like I said, the glosses, the darker colors, the bolder colors wore better, had better performance than the lighter, nuder colors. And for me, I think overall though, because it also has a waxy, not in a gross way. It's not like doesn't feel nasty or heavy on the lips. It actually feels really, really nice. It has like a waxy kind of feel. It doesn't have like a true butter, like where it has a very creamy kind of texture. It's not like that. You can see that they're like crayons, and so it has more of like this wax kind of finish. Not at all like Bite Beauty, like the lip crayons like they have. Not at all like that texture. So I think that the glosses are a pass, because I think that unless there was a color that really spoke to you, or you're just a die-hard Physicians Formula fan, or maybe you like some of the colors that I like the wine color, like this is just stunning, and the mauve one, like I like a good nude. So I mean, maybe some of those might speak to you, or maybe you might have some coupons or some deals at like Walgreens, CVS, like use your buck rewards, honey, like go ahead, like go off, like get your coin, get your bag, get your makeup, whatever. But overall, that's a pass. The velvets to me is a total hit. I think that they're gorgeous, they wear nice, like, and yes, the packaging isn't always the best, but the performance was a lot more consistent. Wasn't too thrilled with the nudes, but they weren't the worst thing in the world. So overall though, it's a half of a pass and a half of a hit. So you got hits with the velvets and you got passes with the glosses. So that's the 411, guys. I definitely had fun trying these on today. I love a good Physicians Formula moment, and I am just living, honey. So I'm so excited. I still have more to try from the Rosé collection with some new products. So guys, you need to stay tuned. I do videos every single Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, be sure to hit me up on social. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit your girl up, tweet me, baby, talk to me. Let me know how you're feeling and what you want to do. So with that being said, please stay safe, guys, and I hope you had fun, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye. 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 Okay, I'm done.